Привет. I'm Chuck Olinik. I'm a Ukrainian-American baptized with the name Yaroslav, which is also conveniently the name that I use in the historical reenactment group, the Society for Creative Anachronism. For decades, I did research on Slavic folklore and mythology and Slavic history and used my persona as a vehicle to share this knowledge. But I decided, since I have a YouTube channel, I would take this decades of research and instead of letting it molder in notebooks, I would share the information through videos on my channel. By the way, it'd be really cool if you subscribe to it. Um, of late, I've been speaking of winter subjects since the winter solstice was a couple of days ago, and I covered the topic of Ded Moroz, Grandfather Frost, and there was a character associated with Grandfather Frost, turns out not to be in period, but a later development, a later character called Snegurochka, the Snow Maiden. And in the previous video, I told one of her stories as well as relating some of the information about her. Well, here's another Snow Maiden story. Who would speak of the things of old, and of the things that have been, of Snegurochka, of Snegurochka, the Snow Maiden? Once there lived an old man, Ivan, and a woman, Maria. They had lived a good life, but they had always regretted that they didn't have any children. One lovely winter day, the couple saw some neighborhood children playing in the snow, and the disappointment of not having a child of their own hurt more than ever. The old man turned to his wife and said, "Let's go outside and build a snow maiden. It will be like the daughter we never had." So the two built a snow maiden, carefully forming her hands and her feet, her cute little nose, her mouth, her chin. Seconds after they finished, the Snow Maiden's lips suddenly turned red, and her eyes began to open. She smiled warmly at the old couple, shook off the flakes off her body, and emerged from the snowdrift as a pretty young girl. The old couple was overjoyed, took her into their hut, and they named her the Snow Maiden. The Snow Maiden grew quickly, not by the day, but by the hour. Before long, she became quite beautiful, and the old couple doted upon her. The Snow Maiden was a dream child. She always did her chores, never complained, and was very affectionate to the old couple. When she sang a melody, it was as if an angel from heaven were singing just for them. The Snow Maiden spent much time outdoors. She liked the feel of the cool breeze on her fair skin and enjoyed spending time with the small creatures of the forest. But winter soon passed, and it was now Vesna's time, the time of spring, and the warm sun started to heat the land. The girl now became quite depressed. "What's the matter?" the old couple would ask. "Are you not feeling well?" "No, Mati, no, Batchka, I'm fine," she would reply. But there was no denying something was wrong. As the last snow melted, as flowers began to grow in the meadows, as the lark started to sing, the girl became even sadder, and she would hide from the sun at every opportunity. Once dark clouds moved through, bringing with them a flurry of hail. The girl rejoiced, looking at the stones of hail as if they were giant pearls. But soon the hail melted, and the girl cried. Summer arrived, and one day a group of girls called out to the Snow Maiden, "Come with us for a walk in the woods." The Snow Maiden didn't want to go, but her parents urged her, saying, "Go play with them, dear. You'll have fun." So she went with the girls, who began collecting flowers, singing songs, and dancing. The Snow Maiden didn't join in at first, though, and wasn't having a very good time. Then it began to get dark, and the other girls made a fire from some twigs they'd collected. They continued to laugh and sing, and the Snow Maiden could see how much fun the girls were having. Finally, she decided to join in. For the first time since winter, a smile formed on her face as she laughed and sang and danced with the others. Then, one by one, the other girls began playfully jumping over the small fire they had built. The Snow Maiden joined in and jumped over it when it was her turn, but halfway through her leap, she suddenly melted and turned into a white cloud. A faint "Goodbye, Mati, goodbye, Batko," was heard before the cloud rose up and disappeared into the heavens. It was at the feast I heard this tale. There it was, I drank mead ale. Though it flowed down my beard, my mouth stayed dry, for never a drop passed my lips, swear I.